red sun rises. Blood has been spilled this night.
That will definitely be the case on October 6th, Sunday morning. Blood will most definitely have been spilt Saturday night. Bad Blood is so far shaping up to be one of the most highly anticipated PLEs this entire year. WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and honestly, Bad Blood right up there with them. I mean, these matches so far on the card are phenomenal. We have Punk versus McIntyre, we got Rhea versus Liv, we got Finn versus Priest, and then we got two people who we never would have thought to be teaming together in Roman and Cody versus Solo and Jacob.
What the fuck, y'all? God damn! God damn!
Let's kick things off with the heated rivalry, and basically all of them are heated rivalries, but I'm gonna start it off with probably the best ongoing rivalry that there has been, almost from like maybe the Rumble all the way up until now, and that's being CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. We've already had two matches between the two of them, one at SummerSlam where Drew won with a special guest referee of Seth Rollins, and then we had another match, a strap match at Bash in Berlin where Punk won. And now we're getting the third in the trilogy. We're getting the trilogy here. We're getting the third match, and it's what everyone wanted. It's a Hell in a Cell, and Punk even said on his latest promo that there is gonna be blood.
I'm gonna make you bleed.
And he is gonna bring it. CM Punk's promo on Monday night was probably the most serious promo I have ever seen him cut. I mean, it is insane. He was just so monotone with his voice. He was just so pissed off, and that bodes so well going into this match, because that's literally what they both are. They are both so pissed off at each other.
What's wrong with you, bro? What the heck? You tripping, bro? You tripping?
I mean, we got the strap match already, which people were thinking that would happen at Bash. Now we're getting the Hell in a Cell, and again, I wanted the Hell in a Cell, and there's going to be a way that they both find this match to be even more brutal. I mean, I am just so excited for this. And I'm pretty sure since it's a Hell in a Cell match, they're able to get stuff from under the ring and beat each other up even more with it. This match is probably going to have like 30 minutes on the card. And I wouldn't be surprised if they got even more time. I mean, this is what everyone wants to see. I mean, this is probably going to be the most brutal match in the entire card. Hands down. I mean, I would be surprised if there was a different match that was more brutal than this one. I mean, the strap match in Berlin, that was pretty damn brutal, but I honestly thought they could have done worse to each other. They kind of held back in my opinion. I mean, it wasn't as brutal as you thought it would be. And then in SummerSlam, we were just kind of getting to see Punk wrestle for the first time in so many years. I mean, it's been so long since we've seen CM Punk wrestle, and Punk has shown within these last two matches that he can still carry a match. He is not dragging McIntyre down at all, and he's still making McIntyre look like $1 million, and vice versa. I mean, they have been doing so well with each other. They've been carrying this feud from January all the way up until now. I mean, it's still red hot, and I want to say it is the only feud that has remained red hot throughout the entire year. Moving on to Rhea versus Liv round 2. This match, now, we can almost guarantee there will be shenanigans that happen. Whether we all know Dom is going to find a way to get involved in this match, but I am very interested to know whether or not within the next upcoming Raws, if Rhea's going to have some stipulation that she adds to this match, that she somehow gets it approved by Adam Pearce or something, and it's where Dom is either A, banned from ringside, or B, it's in a Hell in a Cell match as well, where Dom can't even get in the match. He's going to be required to open the cage up for her, and I could easily see that going in Rhea's favor, because before, when he was trying to open it for Liv, or open it for the other person, Liv would always take advantage, and she got herself out. The last time she had a match in a Hell in a Cell, she took advantage, and Dom was an idiot.
Braun Strowman blasting Dominic into the cage, into the face of Becky Lynch. kind of retarded.
You're a fucking idiot.
This time around, I mean, it seems like I could easily see that happening. I mean, Dom is going to be the main component in this match. Whoever Dom decides to help, and I say that and I mean that, whoever Dom decides to help, because Finn just basically admitted this past Monday night that he's been manipulating Dom this entire time.
I was the devil on Dom's shoulder. I told him to go and live. I told him to forget about you. It was me.
I think Dom should be the main cause in whatever the outcome of this match is. Dom needs to be involved. Dom's already far too involved in this freaking storyline than I really wanted him to be. So at this point, you have to have him involved. I mean, there's no way you have someone else get involved or return. It's like, no, just don't. Raquel's not a big enough name to make that big of an impact. Dom is a such bigger name. You gotta go with Dom in this scenario. And again, as I said before, they'll find a way to just make this match so brutal. Knowing Rhea, she might even brutalize Dom on the outside of the ring. Who knows? Distracting Liv or something, and that allows Rhea to pick up the win or something. I have no idea. Or Liv gets a DQ win or something where she disqualifies herself so then she doesn't lose her title. You never know. And right now, this storyline, I would say before SummerSlam, it was one of the hottest, if not the hottest storyline going into SummerSlam. And then after that, after Dom made his ultimate decision, it has lost the most steam I've ever seen. Wow. And the reason it's lost so much steam is because people really wanted to know why Dom did what he did. And then when he outright told them what he did, yeah, people were not happy, me included. Dom sounded such a big idiot.
She gives me tendies whenever I want. She lets me play video games whenever I want.
I am going to commit suicide.
And then they waited so damn long to finally tell us why or what happened. And it was that Finn manipulated Dom, basically. And people are so quick to say that, well, that's not what Finn said, blah, 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 blah. It's like, it doesn't take a genius to put together what that really meant. It's that Dom got manipulated, and we all know how gullible Dom is, how Dom is on TV, okay? We all know how he is.
Now, we're exactly where we're supposed to be.
What in the actual...
Honestly, Finn's like a father figure, so he's gonna listen to his father figure. You know, if Finn thinks something else is best for him, Dom's gonna listen, you know? Dom hasn't had that type of support, that type of family. He thinks Finn's looking out for him. And lo and behold, that's not the case. And Finn's just trying to do it to satisfy his own ego. Now we get into my favorite match on the card. In Finn Balor versus Damian Priest. I am so excited to see what happens because, in my opinion, I think Finn desperately needs this win to make him credible again. You know, we're bringing back a side of Finn I love. I just recently made a video about it, and if you haven't seen it, go see it. But Finn is so good right now that I just want to see him win this match. And I said I wasn't going to get into who I want to see win matches, but for this one, I have to. I just have to. If Finn doesn't win this match, it's going to break the whole feud. Maybe you want to have Judgment Day get involved and help him win or whatever. That's fine. I don't care how you place it or whatever. But the first one, Finn should win, and maybe it be by Judgment Day interference. And then the second match they have, Priest wins, but it's because Judgment Day is banned from ringside. And then the third match, Finn wants a rematch or whatever, so he gets a third match, and that be at WrestleMania, and Finn brings back the Demon, and I think Finn should win this feud. I really do think Finn should win this feud, because it gets him up and running again. Finn is just fallen. Sing
with us, sing for the year, sing for...
I've fallen, and I can't get up.
And I want to see him up there again because Finn is about hands down one of my favorites, if not my favorite in WWE. And I don't even know why. I really don't know why. I just love the way he carries himself. I don't know. I really don't know what it is. I just love Finn a lot. But This match, I think, could be really damn brutal. I think Priest is probably going to be looking like the odds-on favorite to win the match throughout the entire match. And then that's when Judgment Day comes in and helps Finn. Finn's probably going to be able to gain some momentum here and there, but I don't think Finn's going to be really on top of that match the entire time. I really think Priest is going to be basically beating him up the entire time. Kind of like what happened to Dom, but I think Finn will be able to hold his own a little bit better. This feud obviously has started since SummerSlam. Nothing had been going on before, but there was definitely subtle hints about a split happening. There was a few hints at Money in the Bank.
Whatever you want, boss.
Right after a Backlash, I think it was, where Priest like grabbed Finn by the jaw or something like that, and like got in his face or whatever. And then the next Raw, they had like a whole segment where Priest apologized to all of them. But that was just another thing where Finn was just like, he was so done with Priest, and he was just waiting for the perfect opportunity to pounce on him and screw him the most. And of course, that was at SummerSlam. And Finn had been plotting this for a while, it seems. I mean, you've seen some of his social media posts where he's like, I love it when a plan comes together. And so there we go. Finn was the mastermind behind all of it, and I seriously thought he should be. It would be really dumb to have Dom be involved in all of this, because that is not like Dom at all. The way Dom's been written the last 2 years, I would not buy it for a second that Dom was the one behind all of this.
You're just mommy's little boy.
Oh! Ew! Dude! What the fuck?
I 100% bought Finn being the one behind it, and Finn took all of the credit for it, as he should, because Finn is that unique. Dom, on the other hand, is not, so it doesn't make sense for Dom to do that. It makes so much sense for Finn to do that. And again, that's what we got. Finn admitted to it and did it right to Rhea's face. This match really is a make or break for this entire feud. If Finn loses, this feud I feel like is already over. So, I mean, this feud is in such its early stages, and if you're gonna make a big betrayal like this one, you can't have the guy who did the betrayal lose right away. Sure, maybe Priest wins the feud, but even that, I don't think he should. I think Priest needs to have a come to Jesus moment where he realizes how much he was in the wrong. And I think that happens by him losing this feud. Now, moving on to the highly anticipated Cody and Roman versus Solo and Jacob Fatu match. This match, I think, will probably main event. I mean, Roman's back. It's Roman's first match back. Yeah, he's probably going to main event. I wouldn't be surprised. And this match is probably going to have close to an hour on the card for it. And you best believe there will be some type of shenanigans that happen where Mr. Eyepatch himself, Tonga Loa, gets involved, and so will Tama Tonga. I mean, them two will most likely get involved somehow, some way, and we might see the return of someone. Jimmy Uso better come back, or something like that comes and helps them win that match. You never know. Roman has to take the pin if you're going to have Solo and Jacob go over on them. It would make no sense for Cody to take the pin. It really wouldn't. But in my opinion, I definitely believe that Roman and Cody could win this match and kind of just shove it in the New Bloodline's face. And maybe, just maybe, The Rock comes out at the end and like helps the Bloodline win that match. You never know. I mean, seriously, you never know. And reveal that The Rock has been the real tribal chief, and Solo has just been sitting in it, or being the leader until Rock got back, you know? But Rock could be easily known as the person pulling the strings for the group, and that would work really well too. This match could go a multitude of different ways. Unlike a lot of other ones, the other three on the card right now, this one I have a feeling can go either way, and I feel like people would be okay with it either way. Obviously, you want to see Roman win his first match back, but I just don't see it going that way. I definitely could. I could see it going that way, but I could also see it not going that way, is what I should say. This match has the probability of going both ways. I think this is an entirely 50-50 split. I mean, Solo and Jacob, they could easily use this win. I'm not saying they couldn't, You know, this would bolster them a lot if they won. But I'm gonna say I don't think this would hurt them as much as people think it will, because you got Jacob Fatu on your side, and I'm assuming Rock will come back soon, and that's gonna help them even more. And then that will probably lead to the Roman versus Rock match at WrestleMania, which is super highly anticipated. People have been wanting to see that for years now, so I would love to see that. But as I said, this match, I think it'll be a really good beatdown on either side. I think they're going to get like 50-50 offense on each side. I think this match is going to basically go 50-50 all the way around. I don't see anything being overly over the top for either of them. I mean, Cody and Roman probably I could possibly see them getting the upper hand on them a lot of times, but just because of the blood possibility of Tongaloa and Tama Tonga being on the outside, I could easily see their momentum being halted because of the two of them, easily. So in that regard, we'll have to see what happens. But as I said earlier, this Bad Blood is shaping up to be phenomenal. This card is so damn strong, and even those two matches will be good. I mean, truthfully, I'd probably prefer to see Sammy versus Gunther. I don't think the other one's really a PLE worthy match, but that's just my opinion. I think Sammy and Gunther could easily put on a 5-star match if they wanted to. I mean, they did it at WrestleMania, so who's to say they can't do it at Bad Blood? You know? But that's my opinion on this. Tell me what you think about Bad Blood coming up, and I'll see you next time.